Okay, here we are. Good morning, maybe good afternoon, depending on where you're from. Gosh, I sound so boring. I'm trying to figure out if this streaming is working okay because I noticed on my last streams that it was like super laggy. So I'm just gonna check this here and see how it looks. Let's see, how am I looking? How am I looking today? It looks pretty clean. I don't really see any skipping. All right, so we'll see how it goes. I am taking a coffee break at the moment because I got just in a really bad trade earlier, took some heavy drawdown, and then got myself out of that drawdown, which I tend to be really good at, in a kind of sometimes. And so I'm basically sitting at break even. You can see my P&L shot there. That doesn't include commissions, so I'm actually a little bit less than that, but that's kind of the best. I like that it just says closed P&L and all that, so I may have to maybe pull my rhythmic so that way you can actually see the actual P&L, but basically break even right now. All right, let's talk through this a little bit. It might help me out. So on the 5 minute, we've got this range at the moment that we can see. You can see how we're kind of holding the bottom of this right here. Now, I put a TikTok out yesterday explaining this. A good friend of mine showed me this, a very simple way to view ranges. We're in a 5 minute range here. And if we look at the 30 minute, we can see where that range is sitting. And now I'm not necessarily looking long. And the reason why is because on the 30 minute, if we look, this will just be a little bit of an easier chart to see. We can see that we're downtrending. We're not breaking any of the prior bar highs on the 30 minute. We did on ES, but we swept this one and then closed back down into this wick here on the 30. So my last trade that I took that got me back to break even was I actually took a short right here, but on NASDAQ. I took it on NASDAQ, but ES was kind of my confirmation because of the way we closed. I ate a good amount of drawdown for a while. 390 bucks was the max, but I was on 2 contracts, so it was like 600. So that was, but my stop was this 30 minute, which is, it sounds ridiculous, but that was my invalidation. My true invalidation was if we break above this high, then this candle was going to actually close green up here, because this candle was actually green like the majority of the time. It was just hovering here looking bullish. It was like not until like the last 5 minutes of this candle that it like actually flipped back bearish, and I was like able to kind of breathe again a little bit. And I took my first TP here at the bottom of the box. So going back to the 5 minute, I took my first TP here at the bottom, and then we tried to kind of push. I actually took it on this candle here. On the 1 minute, you could see here we pushed down and we started to push back up, and so I actually just closed my trade there on the second contract. Just took both off right there. And so that was that. And so now my emotions are kind of calming down a bit. So now we're just kind of looking, see what we get. I'm not too sure just yet, but yeah. And I haven't had a chance to, I'm really sorry, I haven't had a chance to get music in here. I need to do that today. I've just been busy just doing other stuff, so just haven't had a chance to just sit and really like work on this. So, but I did look at some streaming overlays and stuff yesterday. So I got some decent stuff that I saw that I was like, okay, I think this could work. So I just need to set it up and then see how it works, and then figure out how I can control it so that everything kind of looks really cool. But the first priority was getting this stream to actually work. If you go watch my last stream, I'm like chopping around, like freezing all the time, and there was just certain things that like I didn't have my computer boosted, and so I boosted it before I streamed today. I changed my camera, which is why you could see a lot more of my head. I changed it to 1080p, which means that it punched in on my face. I'm running a 24 mil on this, but the sensor is a micro four thirds, so it kind of it doesn't really help it too much. But and then what was the other thing? Let's see. I basically downscaled that. I also dropped the frame rate on OBS. It was going at 60 frames per second, so I dropped it down. Sorry, excuse me. I dropped it down to 30, and then boosted my PC. So yeah, so we'll kind of see. I had a green screen. I actually bought one, but our room like is so small. So I'll just be real with you guys. Like my family lives in one room. Like we literally live in one room, and so the bed is literally right here. That's our one dresser for all four of us, and then my desk is right here. There's a wall, so that's why it looks so hideous in here. It's just we're just kind of crammed in here pretty bad, and yeah. So and my desk I just don't have much space. So so eventually I'll have a nicer background. I kind of wanted to put a green screen back here, and then that way I can kind of key myself out. And I bought one, but it doesn't. I could set it up like right now, like no one's home right now, and so I could put it up there. But it's kind of big, and it just gets in the way, and so it's not the most ideal. I've got this light bar that's like literally pointing right at my eyes, so I'm like going blind over here. But yeah, like eventually I'll kind of have like a nice light up here. I tried to set it up yesterday with the light bar, but I can't fit the stand in here without it again taking up more space than I kind of already want to take. So anyways, see, we've got a nice drop in the 5 minute. That was a nice short. I hopefully you weren't tempted to long there, because I did not see a long there, even though we're in that box. If you look at the 5 minute, you can see that basically we're just not taking out any of these highs. So again, following the 30, we're not taking out highs on the 30. Whoops, we're not taking out highs on the 5. You know, you can see on the 1 minute we're just kind of hugging this EMA. So we're short until this thing tells us otherwise. So if you're gonna take longs, then you know, by all means go for it. I might be slightly jelly because those are the sniper entries that I wish I could take. But yeah, we're kind of tagging the top of the value area now from yesterday's price action on ES. You can see right here, we're tagging it now. NASDAQ, this is the developing value area, but if we zoom out, we can see it's yesterday's value area high is down here. So kind of want to see what ES is going to do here in the 30 minute. We got 10 minutes left. We want to see, do we break into this and close? Because if we do, then I'm expecting us. This looks like the POC from yesterday. I can't see my screen that well because of this light, but this looks like the POC area from yesterday. So if we get a strong close underneath that, then we could rotate down to here. That gets put on the table. What would help is ES getting that same closure down in here. We get the same closure, then I think we can get a nice rotation back down, and it would look fitting, to be honest. But we got to see. We'll go from here up to here. Okay. Yeah. This is not really something I trade. Sometimes I like to look at it though, because sometimes price stops in those areas and I don't know why, and then I look later and I'm like, oh. All right, so we're gonna delete this box for now, I think. Actually, let's hold on to it. I'm gonna hold on to this box. We get a nice strong 5 minute close up here. I'll take a long, but I don't see a long right now. So if you see a long, let me know, because I'd love to know like your reasoning. But okay. Live is looking good. I don't see any choppiness. We look to be doing okay. All right. All right, so we're getting that bounce on the value area high from yesterday on ES. All right. If this 5-minute can close anywhere up here, I would ideally want it somewhere around 924. Then I think we could be safe for a long. I think. Oh, also, this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a financial advisor. I am trading demo, or what do you call it, eval accounts. These are not real cash money accounts, so please, if anybody stops by, I am not giving financial advice. So, theoretically, and hypothetically, somebody could opposite trade me and make a lot of money. Just saying. From a hypothetical standpoint. So here's kind of what I'm thinking. Man, this just looks, look at that. I think if we can get back above this area here, you see this node here, node here, node here. Look, it's like all sharing around the same, like 926 area. And then we kind of had a drop, and it looks like, yeah, 919. So we kind of built, this almost looks like one giant node in my head right here. And then we kind of are like losing it a bit. We still have not gotten that 5-minute close yet. We did get the sweep, it looks like, on the 1 minute. I'm personally just not ready to long this yet. So if you got the sniper entry, let me know. It's a nice little snap up right there. Oh, I just realized I think the P&L shot is like kind of getting cut off at the bottom of the screen there. Let me move this up a little bit. I'll move it to there. Oh, I can't copy while I'm... Okay, here, I'll just move this up. There you go. Alright, hopefully that's better. So now you can see it. Five-minute back testing that range low. Do we drop more? If we get a closure right here, I'll take a short. This is looking juicy. I have a hard time on trend days, man. Trend days just, man, they work me. Cause like I do want to long this. Like I'm like, okay, we're in the range, let's go. Take it back up, and then we'll short the top, and then we'll long the bottom. We'll short the top, we'll long the bottom. But it's a decent close. We've got 3 minutes left in this 30-minute. We could wait to see how we close this. But so far, we're still in a downtrend. We are just in a downtrend. Downtrending. I'm gonna work on the music today. I'm gonna work on the music. I'm gonna get like maybe like an hour and a half of music. I feel like that's enough time for streaming. And then work on the stream overlays. I feel like the stream overlays will help aesthetically make the stream look a little bit nicer. So again, if anybody watches this, no one's gonna probably watch it right now, but if in the future anybody comes back and watches this, appreciate the view. And you know, we'll see what happens. See what happens. I feel like streaming trading is interesting because I feel like people are just waiting for you to take a trade. That's all they want. They just want to see you take trades. But as somebody who's trying to be smart in trading, that's just not how it works. Like, you can sit here and try to scalp back and forth all day, but it's just not how it works. You want to look for your setups, the things that you like to see in the market. So you could, this could sound crazy, but you could view this as like another little box, right? To here, right? Let's see, and maybe we would change this color to, you know what? I think if I change the color, it gets rid of it, and I actually like this blue. And I don't have it saved anywhere, so that's fine. I was gonna change the color, but so we can see this as like a little 1 minute range right here. Very small range, right? 30-minute closes in 1 minute. This could be a nice short coming up, actually. Just the way this 5 minutes closing. And the way this 30 minutes closing. Let's go back and look at our kind of macro view here. We're still tagging that. We haven't, it looks like we're probably not going to close inside of here just yet. So we could end up ranging here, or we end up pulling back up. I can't. Gosh, I'm going blind with this. So it looks like 480.50 is the POC. So we could, if we can't break into this down here and close, and maybe we see a rotation back up, but no market structure shift yet. All right, let's get ready because we want to see if we could find an opportunity here. Okay. So you see how this 1 minute box held? Because we created this pivot here, and then we created this pivot here. And so now this becomes like a little tiny 1 minute range. So you don't want to take a trade here because you're right in the middle of the range. From this perspective, right? Like on the 5 minute, you could see like, okay, maybe this might be a good long. I'm not looking for a long yet. This looks like, honestly, this is a bit tough. I think if this had closed without this wick sweeping this would look a lot better for a short. But because we swept, closed back inside, it's not as ideal to me. So, all right, so we're watching this 5 minute, nice 1 minute pump we got moving here. So we want to see, so first thing I'm watching right now, well, we've got prior bar highs, so at 928, which is actually lining up with the 24 EMA on the 5 minute. I'm watching that first. We're still in a downtrend at the moment, higher time frame. Well, I guess depending on what you call a higher time, on the 30 minute. Obviously, like on the 4 hour, we're in a massive uptrend. But I want to see if do we take out prior bar highs, or are we going to continue the downtrend? So that's what I'm watching for right now. Let's see what we get. I'm going to zoom out of this 1 minute. You see we're back outside of that box now on the 1 minute. So if we got like a closure back in, then maybe we drop back down to at least the bottom of the box. If we got a close down in here, but that again, that's a super tiny like micro scalp. Maybe take that on micros. Just because you're kind of playing a dangerous game of like potentially shorting the bottom. All right, so NASDAQ and ES are both maintaining their 30-minute prior bar highs at the moment. You can see here, boom, 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 boom. All right. Watching this 1 minute here. We've tagged the 8 EMA on the 5 minute. Not the best close for a short. If we get a nice 5 minute close back up here, then I would consider a long. But it has to look strong though. Like this 5 minute bar's got to be like closing strong up there, and then I'll consider the long. Oh, there we go. We got some buying. That was a nice push. All right, so we just took out prior bar high for the first time on NASDAQ today on the 30 minute. And we are about to take it on ES. We're also about to tag the EMAs again on the 30 minute for ES. We've got the 8 on the 30 right here, which we haven't touched since the initial drop. We have yet to actually tag anything on the 30. So now you got to see how this 5 minute's going to close. If this 5 minute closes really, really strong, then I will entertain a long. But if we don't, which it already looks like we're getting some, let's see, are we getting sell pressure? Now somebody's gonna have to help me out here because I don't really know. Let's see, a little bit, not much. We're not really getting much. So what I'm looking at, saw somebody do this and I thought it was really cool, but they did it on the 1 minute, which I thought was pretty wild. You can see here we've got 1450 of delta, but then max delta was 1976. Minimum was -50, so that tells me that it's mostly buying, obviously, with a little bit of selling coming in. Like barely any, actually, if you kind of do the math between these three numbers. And I'm looking at the same thing on NASDAQ here. So, all right, let's see. Do we entertain the long? We also just broke above the delta trail. All right, new 5 minute. That's not really the best close. Let me see if I can turn off the... Is it this? Yeah. That's not... It's not the worst close. It's just not the best close. All right. Let's see what they do here. If this 1 minute closes down in here again, then to me this could be a sign to go short for a quick scalp. This looks like it might be grabbing the half of this 5 minute here. Yeah, it's like right on it. So this could be a signal to go long right here. I just don't like that we just swept that 30 minute and then just immediately dropped. And ES actually didn't take its high on the 30 minute. This does look like a little mini bulldog. A very tiny one. A little tiny bulldog. Kind of want to see. This is kind of it's dumb to overweight for confirmation, but I'm just watching. This is 30 minute that's kind of questionable to me at the moment. All right, 5 minutes pushing back down again. Wow, they like really stuffed that, dude. Is that 200? 1,200 order on ES, and we're trading under it now. 487 on NASDAQ. If you see this here, and we're trading under it now. Okay, see how we're kind of closing back into this 1 minute range here? Let's see. I'm tempted to sell, but maybe waiting for the 5 minute could be a better choice. Just because the 1 minute range is probably not like your best. It's not really your best trading time frame.
Order filled.
We'll try it. Stop loss at the
Order
high.
canceled. Order canceled.
And that's actually a decent TP. Let's see if we get them to stuff this down, or do we rip back up? We're starting to kind of do this on the 5 minute. You can see it right here. So ideally, you want this 24 here to kind of work on the 5 minute to get us back lower again. Now, I could be wrong here. So here's kind of what I'm thinking. On the 30 minute, we are still in a downtrend. We just swept this high in the 30 minute. Zoom out a bit. We're still in a massive downtrend here at the moment. The only thing that I'm eyeing is that ES is, okay, we're dropping here on ES already. We bounced off yesterday's value area high. So a 30-minute close under would be good. NASDAQ needs to get that as well for it to be a little bit more confirmation that we might rotate back down some more. And so my current trade is just a really tiny scalp. Just kind of watching, I was just kind of watching this little 1 minute range here. And so we kind of closed back into it. So this is not financial advice, but to me, because we're still in a downtrend, I at least feel like I'm on the right side of the market. Now, this can absolutely just rip up and stop me out, which happens to me. My invalidation would be a closure back up here anywhere. And I'd probably be a little bit, I wouldn't be invalidated, but I'd be a little more concerned. If we go back and look at the 30-minute, we're selling underneath this massive buying right here on both NASDAQ and on, not so much selling here. We are getting some sells here, but you can see we had a max delta of almost 2,000 on ES, and now we're at 395 at the moment. So that means that we just ate a lot of buying. That's at least that's what I'm thinking in my head right now. We just market orders to buy right into the EMA on the 30-minute, and now we're trading under it. We're getting some selling. NASDAQ was it's at 250. Max was at 800 almost. So we're still in a downtrend. So you can grab longs, you can grab those little scalp longs, but if you want to get paid, at least me, I'm talking to myself. If I want to get paid, then staying on the short side of the market is going to be better for me. Now, again, I can absolutely get stopped out here. We're basically back at the bottom of that range again. I've got a very conservative TP right now. My validation would be that we get back above this 5 minute high and we close. That to me is going to look like we're pushing up. So it looks like we're already kind of slowing down on the 1 minute here. We're kind of hesitating to go lower, but again, if I'm watching the 30 minute, the 30 minute is, it's not necessarily showing that we're hardcore downtrending, but it's not showing that we're going up yet. And so this is just me talking to myself, because I would be that guy trying to long this right now, and I could be right longing it. The problem is that you're not always right. And so I heard somebody say that whatever trades you take, you almost need like a sample size of like 1,000 trades. Like if I did this same exact trade 1,000 times, what would be my profitability on it? And so in my head, I'm just thinking, if I took 1,000 of these shorts, I think I would be okay. So we'll see. Looks like we're getting a nice bounce here. So we're still holding that trend line on the 5 minute here. Probably looking a little bit more like, oh, can I rotate this? Oh, here, let me just put a new one. Something like that. So I could be wrong here. We get another 1 minute close somewhere up here, and I'll close it out. Oh, I just realized that P&L shot is only showing close, not open. I should have a... That's okay. You can see my open P&L right here. 30 minutes still going, man. It's still going down strong. Well, not strong. It's still going down, though. You can see ES is just still pushing lower. Oh, look at that. So if we want to get a rotation, then we need to see this get a 30-minute closure down here. To whoever stops by, thanks for stopping by. You somehow found me in the dark web, so I promise the stream will look better and sound better over time. Anyways, yeah. So looks like we're tagging this. This light is like blinding me right here, so I have to like zoom in. Okay, so value area high. So we're bouncing off yesterday's POC on ES. We are really pushing lower on ES and not at all on NASDAQ, which is kind of frustrating to some degree, because I would like to get my TP hit, but that's okay. We just wait. I was listening to this Mark Douglas clip yesterday while I was going to sleep, and I've never read his book, so I probably should read his book, because I think it's like probably one of the most popular ones. But and I know he has several, but he was talking about, like, you never want to think when you're in a trade, because at that point your thinking should be done, and when you're in the trade, you're in the trade. That's it. Like, you have your trade, you're done. Like, you don't think anymore. So you should almost be like in the most, which is really hard, but you should be in the most like calm state when you're in a trade, because you've done all the thinking, you've done the analysis, and so now it's just literally a matter of, do I earn money or do I pay an expense? And that's it. Afterwards, obviously, you can go back and figure out what went wrong or what went right, but you don't want to be analytical once you're in a trade, which I thought was really interesting. It's a really interesting concept. ES is pushing lower still, and we're getting no movement on NQ at all. This is really interesting. So we're not really one-to-one right now. You can see here we look a lot different on NQ than we do on NASDAQ. The other thing that's kind of my confirmation that we might go lower is that we tried to break back inside the range here on the 5 minute, and then we immediately rejected and closed back outside of it. So that's kind of what's keeping me thinking that we could see lower. We do have this kind of thing going on. Oh wait, where is it? This one. Oh, did I just put a blue line there? Whoops, my bad. we kind of have this kind of happening where it's just getting this little triangle formation here, which those are always fun, right? Well, I don't really know what else to talk about right now because the chart is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of just dinking around over here. Well, I do have these Johnny Walker tasters. Somebody gave them to me, and I'm not really a big drinker. I don't really drink a ton of whiskey, but or just in general, I don't really drink much. But I've been wanting to try these, so let's. I'm not gonna drink them right now because it's the morning, but I've been wanting to make like a nice little old fashioned with them. So we've got this one, which is the red label. So it says spicy, fresh, and smoky. So I'm assuming this is like a mix between like a whiskey and a fireball. We've got this one, this black label, which is oh, it's a 12-year. Oh, so this one's probably really smooth then. Smooth and smoky. Ooh, interesting. Smooth and smoky. I've had the Macallan 12-year, and that's really good. And then let's see, what's this one? Gold label. The gold label. Luxurious, creamy, and honeyed. So I'm sure this has got a nice sweet taste to it. So I've got some bitters down here. I don't have any fancy ice cubes or molds. Oh, and then she also gave me this little. This trade's not looking the best right now. She also gave me this this glass, which has fingerprints all over it now because I've opened it up a couple times to look at it. But yeah, it's a nice little whiskey glass. It's pretty cool. So maybe I'll try that today. Later on today, maybe. We'll see. It's hard to. I feel like I do better with alcohol if it's like social, you know. Like then I kind of feel like, oh, okay, all right, like, you know. But even then, I don't know. I've been kind of like not really caring to drink alcohol much. All right, this looks like I'm gonna get invalidated, so I may take my stop early. But let's see. Yeah, we're kind of not really getting the move that we were hoping to see. So it looks like we may have shorted the bottom. Let's see. We're going to jump over to the 30-minute real quick. Let's take a look. Yeah, that was a nice bounce again. Okay. Yeah, we're getting a nice push now. Okay. All right, I'm going to close it here because
Order canceled.
it looks like we're about to get stopped out. So that should update my P&L. Let's see. There we go. What does it say now? We're at, I don't know what it says on that screen there, but negative 500. Doesn't feel the best, but we will, that's survivable though. That was actually a really nice close in the 5-minute. Gosh, I want to long this now, to be honest.
Order filled.
I'm going to throw one in.
Order canceled. Order canceled.
Oops.
Order placed.
We keep breaking above, and I'll throw another one on and maybe put it up to VWAP or PD high.
Order filled.
Yeah, okay.
Order canceled.
I will do, let's see. I'm just measuring this move here.
Order placed.
Do one here. And then kind of thinking PD high just to be safe. But this could get up to... yeah, you know what? I'm going to watch this for a second because I just realized the 8 is right here on the 30. And we're tagging the 8 and 24 on ES. So I am going to absolutely micromanage this trade for a second. Let's see. We'll put another one
Order placed.
here, because that'll be the top of the range on the 5 minute. If we look here, would have been nice to get to capture the open of the candle versus kind of catching it on the way. That's not really the best, but yeah. So if we go back to the 30 minute, we've swept this high. We've swept this high. We're kind of got our eyes up here right now. So we want to see if we keep pushing. My invalidation will be if we get a closure back underneath the 24 on the 5 minute, then that would be me thinking, okay, we're probably not going to keep pushing up right now. Really nice bounce off the I keep calling this the value area high. This is actually the POC from yesterday, I believe. It's just hard for me to see this line because this light is literally right in my eyes. This is great. If we get, because this 30 minutes about to close, if we get this to close like up here anywhere, that's actually really great because that could mean a signal for more longs. So I want to watch this now and see how we do here. This 5 minutes about to close here in a minute. Let's see. Let's see. We're slowing down. We just tagged the 8 and basically the 24 on ES. So we could see a rejection here. The only reason why I would think maybe we could see more upside, maybe, is if we get these closures on the 30s. Then maybe. It looks like we're starting to reject already. So we'll see. We'll see. Getting more buying coming in right now. It's been a day, man. I was down like 1,200 earlier and then came back to break even. I was up like $100, scalping like 1 micro, like literally just 1 micro, and then did like 2 and then 4. And then I eventually was like, all right, let me grab a mini because I was feeling good. And then took just a bad trade that just kind of went in a drawdown quite a bit.
Order filled.
And then I ended up... okay, so I'm going to hold this here for right now. What I might do... let me come back to here for a second. I'm going to switch this to this. There we go. Okay, because I couldn't see. So I'm going to move my stop to... Well, this is technically still the best invalidation here.
Order canceled.
Here. I might close this if we start rejecting pretty hard right here. Because we're hitting the 8 on the 9.
Order
Yeah,
canceled.
we're hitting the 8 on the 30 at the moment. So... All right, that was about $300. It's crazy how the good trades, or the better trades at least, play out faster. I sat in that short for like ever and got nothing out of it, but then I took a buy and it's just like, boom. So that's usually an indication that you're either on the right side or the wrong side. Okay. Watching this. We got a 30-minute close here in 3 minutes. So let's see how we close. I'm going to delete this box for a second because I feel like this box is about to become irrelevant. This is a really nice close on the 30 if we close up here. We are going to be closing on the POC. So let's see. So if you're watching, unfortunately, we got to wait like 3 minutes to see what's going to happen. I'm trying to actually be a good person and trade properly. So, well, let's see. What do I got to do today? Got to work on a couple things. Well, let's see what we get. Dun it, dun it, dun it, dun it. 2 minutes. Gotta see what this PD high does. It's been holding today. It like we flipped it earlier. There's like support, kind of. I was trying to hold the support, and then we lost it, back tested it, and dropped. So that was probably the best trade of the day that someone could have taken right there. On a downtrending day, 30-minute highs are not being taken. You're hitting the 24 and the PD high together. Man, I thought that this 5-minute range was going to be kind of not necessarily valid, but we're really not breaking past this right now. Let's see how we're looking on the order flow here. I'm tempted to long the 30-minute open. I'm tempted, but the TP would be probably right before that 24 EMA. This is a nice push. I guess the only thing that would suck is if it just decided to like collapse right after. Then I'd be like womp womp. We're at daily open right now. So do they flip this daily open? Let me look at the 4-hour really fast. Oh, okay, 4-hour we're bouncing off the 8. I just missed the open there because I was looking at the 4-hour. Shoot. Kind of want to see if we... There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay. We're watching. We're holding the 8 on the 1 right now still. We're one time framing on the 5. Well. Oh. Are we? Are we? We were. Looks like we're about to take that 5-minute low. Right here. This is a nice, man, this is a nice close on the 30 though. Like this looks like a long to me. $291. Okay, the area that we need to hold is right here. To my eyes, that's the area. Which, let me globalize this real quick. Whoops. Global. which on the 5 minute lines up right here. And the reason why is because we had 3 30-minute, so an hour and a half of node building right there. And we traded under it, and then we just went back above it. And so now I'm wondering, do we hold that area or not? All right, it was a good thing I didn't long the open of that 30-minute. Because that would have been like immediate drawdown with no sign of life. Somebody would have to have gotten the defibrillator out. Good rejection on the 8 so far. On the 30. Let's see what we do here. That was pretty wild, huh? Just just ripped to the upside to drop right back down. That was crazy. We've got 26 minutes left on this 4 hour, so we could see us range here for a while before we kind of come up out of this. Which, if we are going to come up out of this, is probably not going to be until, I would assume, would be like towards the last hour of the day. So you get kind of this like trend down, range, you know, kind of, and then the last hour of the day we kind of just get a push back up. It's really annoying when they do that, but all right, so we are pushing back down below that node right now. You can see I was kind of watching this here, and it looks like we're getting a nice rejection there. Nice short for whoever took it. Like that's a fun short to be in because it's just dumping. Like this short was annoying. I took a short here, and it was so annoying because it was just like for like ever. Like how long was I in that for? That was 15 minutes of just this versus this. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, we're back on that delta trail. We're pushing below it. Man, that 8 really did some work, didn't it? That short that we took earlier might now be a little bit more in play, maybe. All right, we got 10 seconds left in this 5 minute. Let's just kind of see how this closes. If the 5 minute closed somewhere down here, then I'd be a little bit more apt for a short. That looks pretty good, to be honest. Pretty close. Okay, let's see what happens here. There's a node right there that we're bouncing off of on NAS. Right at 905. I'll move the box down. It's right there. There's a node right there in the last 30 minute. That's actually where we pushed out of on that 30 minute as well. All right. Well, I forgot I'm in drawdown. I was like, maybe I'll, oh, Ernest. All right, here we go. Let's see what do we got. Push back up. I might sell with an invalidation at the top, but I don't know. We're kind of in a range right now. We've got some more selling coming in, trying to come in. Same node, same area, 905, 906.
Order filled.
I'll try that there.
Order canceled.
Hopefully it's not super loud. I'll have to go back and watch this and see if that's like super loud or not. Oh man, we're not gonna break that node. Oh, okay. All right, I thought we were gonna go past it, but all right, cool. You know what, dude? They know that I entered right now. They know, dude. They know. I'm ICT now. I am ICT now. Am I at 21 or 41? 41, okay. I don't mind slapping another one on in a second if we get a rejection on a retrace. It's kind of annoying when it like just immediately goes the opposite way of your trade, huh? Like it makes you feel stupid. Like you just feel stupid. Like you just feel dumb. So like you sit here for like 4 hours just feeling dumb. So it doesn't really do much to your like confidence. Because for 4 hours you just felt dumb. All right. We got to see this like look better than that. Gotta see if this 8's gonna push us down more or not. We're kind of building a node again in that same area. And that was quite the rejection on the 30 minutes, so I kind of expect it to kill the low. Let's see. My next TP will be at 886. What is interesting is that the drop was pretty empty. Like there wasn't, like there's nothing in here. But neither was the push up really. At least not on NASDAQ, a little bit, but I mean, obviously these big orders here, but like if you're looking at like this, and then all of a sudden it's just like empty. It's interesting. See if we can get a sweep and then a close and then a drop. Sweep that candle. Okay. And then I'm thinking of adding right here.
Order filled.
Okay.
Order canceled.
I'm going to take one
Order
here
placed.
and one here.
Order placed.
All right, we got to see if we can break past that. It looks like it's still struggling to do so. What do you think? What do you think? Do we hit it or do I shave my head? Oh, I don't want to shave my head, even though my hair looks kind of goofy right now. Maybe it's time to open up these Johnny Walkers. Maybe we do need it right now. The 8 actually did its job on the 1. It actually took out the low. So the only challenge is that it came back up. So wow, I'm like really hunched over. My posture is really bad right now. This is the kind of trade I got in earlier today, and it was absolutely brutal watching it do this right here, where it just like went like this, and then it went like this, and then it went like this, and then it went. It was so frustrating. Oh man, there's people longing this. I know that there's people longing this right here. There are people longing this. Come on, 5 minute. Do me a solid. Do me a solid. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Keep going, mama. Dude, this is where I need music. I need like a track that plays every time I enter a trade. I need to figure out how to do that. I've got a MIDI keyboard. Let me see. Try not to break the box. Come here. All right, let's see. Where is it? Wait, is it not in this box? Oh shoot, it's in the other box. All right, well, I'll have to get it out. But all right, I'll have to get it after. I've got a MIDI controller that I could put up some sounds to, or I thought maybe it could be cool to like, I could have my normal audio track that's playing music, but then when if I enter a trade, I switch it, and it's like this is the like we're in a trade song. That could be fun, right? All right, let's see. Do we hit it or nah? Part of me thinks maybe. ES looks great. Trying to think where my invalidation is going to be. That stops a little high. Closure back above the 24 on the 5 would be, I think that would be a fair invalidation. I'd really like to see this next 5 minute drop, but I don't really know if we're going to get it. So we built this node in ES and on NASDAQ, and we're not really getting follow through on it at the moment. We're not really getting selling either. I guess the question right now is, what do we think? Do we think that, like, what do we think here? What's the probability? Oh, here, that's as far as I can zoom in. Okay. What's the probability that we trade down here versus trading up here? Right? What's the probability that we're going to trade down here before we trade up here, and vice versa? What's the probability that we trade up here before we trade down here? Because ultimately that's the trade that I'm in right now. It's me saying that there's more chance of us trading to down here before we trade to up here. That's what my trade currently is saying. And I like to think that I'm right. Just looking at the fact that we're still in a downtrend. It was a nice close on the 30-minute to look bullish, but I guess if I were to overanalyze it a little bit, because earlier I was like, this is a really nice bullish close. The only thing would be that ES probably should have had a close maybe somewhere up in here for it to. I think I actually did mention that. Did I mention that? I think I did. I think I mentioned something about the POC, that if we had a close up here, that would look better. So maybe NASDAQ would have needed something up here, because what I'm seeing right now is we basically just rotated from the value area low to POC developing, and then we're basically just rotating back down to value area. That's what I'm seeing right now, just by looking at this. So this looks like it's gonna pop right now. On the 1 minute, it looks like it wants to pop to the upside. Oh, I didn't realize that ES actually tagged the. Dang it! I should put a line here, because I did not. Because right now this is what's global locked. Yeah, we need to see this get a closure down below that. Let me label this POC. I can barely see that because this light is right in my face. All right. Well, this trade doesn't really look like it wants to break lower. We have not touched the 24 yet on the 1. We're about to right now. Which is also the 8 on the 5. We're breaking above it now. All right, we just left that node behind on both. That doesn't feel very good. Let's see. Do we get the rejection? Looking at this right here. Kind of hard to see, but I'm looking at this right there. Okay. I'm really trying really hard right now to stay calm. So let's see. I don't feel invalidated just yet because, let's see. Dude, that box might have actually stayed relevant. That's so funny. Because this can sweep these 5 minutes and then close back down. That's what I'm wondering, is if we're getting a sweep to go lower. That's why I haven't closed yet. If we just rip and close, then obviously I'm wrong. May have just shorted the bottom for the day. Did I short the bottom of the day? I might have shorted the bottom of the day. Let me see what the group's doing. Okay, other people are on longs. I'm the one that's in a short right now. They're all in, let's see that. One person's in a long. So far I just see one person in a long. The only thing is that I don't see like, I don't see a, see some buying, right? I see some selling, but this just doesn't look heavy to me. Like, ideally, if we were going to reverse, I'd want to see like either we actually exhaust this and it looks like this, but down here, or we see, I don't even know. Let's see if I can find an example. Yeah, see? Like this. I want to see something like this. Like this. This right here. We haven't seen that yet. So I could be right, just my timing could be wrong. All right, we're tagging the 24 right now on the 5. So we got to see what the 5 is going to do right here. God, it's going to be nasty if it just decides to rip. We got 6 minutes left in this 30-minute as well. Minute left in this 5. Gosh, I hope I don't want to blow these accounts, man. That's gonna feel worse than just having some drawdown. I could take one off. So then I half my risk. I can half my risk by taking one off. I'll obviously, I'll basically be stopped out some, but then at least I can maybe hold a little bit longer, but I don't know if this is worth holding. This 1 minute, if this 1 minute collapses here, then we might be okay. I'm looking at I think anything probably up here is going to be, yeah, I don't like this at the moment. That right there. Yeah, I'm not fond of that right there. That doesn't feel good. I'm gonna delete this box for a second. It's so funny, dude. I deleted this thing and now it's like actually relevant. It was originally this. I would say that it's possibly now this. Yeah, this looks like I'm invalidated. I feel invalidated. I feel invalidated. It's a weird thing to say. This what I'm thinking is that this doesn't look ultra bull right here. Like it's like grinding up. It's not really like flying. Which maybe that's, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong in that thinking. Maybe it flying would actually be a reason to not buy it. This is what I don't like. I actually really hate this. I hate that I sit in this much drawdown, but my take profits are like so short. It actually really upsets me because it like that means that I have to be right so many times to like not be wrong. Like I don't know. You might be watching the collapse of somebody right now because this is just like that's not good. I did say that would be my invalidation, right? And now it's like, I probably should close it. I probably should close it. I just want to see if it's gonna actually get up here or not. 30 minutes about to close as well. Now it's looking a little bit more primed to go up.
Order canceled.
I'll close it. That sucks. 1400. I don't know. I'm a little bit upset now. That's annoying. All right. Well, I don't know what to do now. So just gonna sit here and wait. I'm like so tempted to just like YOLO long, max leverage, but I know that would be really stupid. Which looks like it wants to get up to VWAP now though. Let's see how this closes. All right, it's 30 minutes about to close. Let's see what we get. Selling on the 8. On the 30. It's selling on the 8 on the 30 right now. And it's getting eaten up a little bit. Tempted to short again, but I don't know if the 30 is trying to get up to the 24 or not. I guess the only reason to stay out of the short would be that the 8 did not take out the low on the 30 minute on NQ. So this right here did not take this out. So I think this would say might not be the best short. But I told you earlier, if you opposite trade me, you'll make a lot of money. Above the POC on ES. I'm tempted to buy this. Oh, a load of buying just came in on ES. Or at least a lot of green just popped up. Curious if, let me turn that, is there anything down there? No. Thinking about this. Better long would be down here and shorts up here. That's kind of what I'm thinking. The only thing is I don't know if we're gonna come back down here again. Like, is that a scarcity mentality? It might be. Oh, you know what? That 4 hour was gonna close. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Well, that was a while ago. Jeez, that was almost an hour ago. Okay. Okay. So we're bouncing off the 8 on the 4 hour at the moment. Which could be why we're getting a bounce here. Man, I want to buy this, but I just, like, ES is pushing up. NASDAQ's kind of waiting around. What would be kind of crazy, actually, is if the 30-minute just kind of wicked this high and then came back down, and then we continued the trend. That would actually be pretty crazy. Because that would give us the move. Still watching this 1 minute here. We haven't really showed that we want to go short yet. This is the place to short, though, if you're kind of going off the 30. Like, your validation is really small. I feel like ES could get up to like 483, though. And Q is like kind of struggling. Let's see. Let's see if it pops right here. What? 958. 958? Which high is that? Oh, it's this one. Interesting. It's right above the 24.
Order filled.
Let's slap one there.
Order canceled.
I'm going to add one on this close here. Or maybe like 10. Let's see. Should I do 8? Let's do 8. Wait. Hold your horses. This 5 is like still trying to push up. Really, your stop should be
Order canceled.
yeah, like right here.
Order canceled.
Based off the 30. Based off the 30 minute. Probably not a good idea to let yourself get stopped out there though. Let's see. I might YOLO this. What do we think? We get it? Do we get it? Not yet. It's not a YOLO yet. ES is still pushing, trying to push back up above its EMAs here, so gotta be mindful. This is interesting to me. So we tried. There's two ways of looking at this, and I think that's the other part that's kind of struggle with, right? It looks like we tried to short twice now, 3 times actually, and it failed to go short. But at the same time, I can also see that we've gone long, and then we tried to go long, and then tried to go long again, and now we're failing to go long again. So which side is it? Is it to the upside or is it to the downside? We got a 5-minute close happening right now. We didn't take the, we still haven't taken a 5-minute low yet, so this could be super ultra aggressive.
Order filled.
All right, let's see. Did we get the break? All right, we're gonna play this very hyper aggressive here. Oh no. Is it long? Okay, so it's long. I'm on the wrong side. Well, this is where longs and shorts, right? But when do you short? That doesn't look good for my trade right now. That looks better. It's basically a test of the EMAs in the 5-minute and the 1-minute. I'm going to be ready to exit this trade pretty quickly here. Because I don't know if this is going to hold or not. Sometimes it doesn't even touch it, right? Like, gets close to it and then it'll pull away. But right now, I'm watching this. I'm going to get rid of this because it's kind of hard to see. Let's open this up a little bit more. Okay, so right there. Is this bull flagging? This might be bull flagging. We're getting sells on ES. Ooh, that's hot. We're getting sells on ES right now. We built a node on NQ and we were trying to trade below it. Now we're back slightly above it. Okay, looks like the push is going to be to the upside. It's kind of annoying because, like, you know, down here I traded the short and we don't get anything. So up here, I try to do the opposite, right? I go, okay, I'm going to do the short here because we're on this side now, and now we're just going long. Like, that's really frustrating. Like, that, it's really annoying. Yeah, that's really annoying because it's just like, all right, well, that's it for today. That's unfortunate. All right, well, I'm going to close it there. I am part of the 98% here, so I'll see you later.